Hey, Bo. Hey, Jorge. Hey, Chris. All right, maybe I'm gonna take my key off of the ring and then just put it in my pocket. So I don't have to take this whole keychain with me. How are you guys doing today? Take that. And I should have a pocket back here. I got like a little zip pocket in the back, so I don't have to carry my keys around everywhere. There we go. Drink some water. I'm gonna leave my water. I don't have my backpack today, so. All right, so keys in the pocket, just making sure, so I can get back in my car when I'm done. Hey Eric, how's it going? Hey Jonathan Taylor, hello. Okay, so got everything, keys, phone. I'll take one more sip of water before I head out. That's awesome, Chris. Right on. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Car should be good. Hey, Ernest. How was my day? It was okay. I did some household stuff. I had to do some laundry, fold some laundry, hang some laundry outside. I paid rent today. I got the money together to pay rent today. Let's see, what else did I do? Of course, I made my matcha protein shake. I just came back from the thrift store because I went to go buy a stool, you guys. I finally bought a stool. So today on Monday at every Monday at Savers, there's a thrift store called Savers. You guys probably have one in your area. It's like a pretty, it's like Goodwill. They're all over the place. And so every Monday, it's like 20% off. You get 20% off if you're like a member. So I went there today and I got a stool for like $5. It's like it's not pretty, but it's just something, hopefully just temporary while I'm like healing my shoulder. So tomorrow I'm gonna call, thanks Eric, I appreciate that. Tomorrow I'm gonna call the, so my clip's fallen down in the back. I'm gonna call the doctor to make a appointment because I might need physical therapy, you guys. It's been like 3 months already or something like that, so I might need physical therapy. So I gotta call the doctor tomorrow and hopefully I can get an appointment soon. And yeah, I do want to go to acupuncture, but I might actually need physical therapy. It might be one of those things where it's like I need to know exactly what it is so that I don't do anything wrong. Because whatever I did yoga, like the other day I did yoga, and that made it worse since then. So I thought stretching would be good for it, but it wasn't. So I have to just talk to the physical therapist about like what is good. Because sometimes some certain stretches might be good and then certain stretches might set me back in my healing process. So it's hard to figure that out on your own when you don't really know what's going on. So I'm gonna finally go to the doctor. I thought it would be able to heal before I got to the point where I had to go to the doctor, but yeah, it's already been a few months now, so I'm gonna go in and get it checked out. But yeah, I'm gonna go on a hike, you guys. That's so good. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. I had to buy like a folding one though, so I could just throw it in my wagon. So it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, but it's like a used, it's just like a folding stool, something while it's like healing. So yeah, I do have to make time for that. Obviously, you guys, I'm so busy. There's never enough time to do everything. There's always something to do. never in my life have I ever understood boredom because there's always something to do. Yay, Brad, Oasis is only 4 days away. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. I think I have tendonitis. I think I have two different types of tendinitis, you guys, because it's over here, it's on this side, and it's on the back side too. So it's like, it feels like it's in like 3 different places, but I think it's tendinitis. So, but that's why I need to go to the doctor, because I don't know what it is. And I think once you get to a certain point, you just have to go to the doctor. I think a lot of people don't like to go to the doctor because we're like, oh, it'll be fine, it'll get better. But there's a point where it's just like, okay, whatever I've been doing didn't heal it yet, so you got to get a professional to come in and assess the situation. So that's what we're gonna do. Myron, well, hiking has nothing to do with your shoulder. If I was doing push-ups and chin-ups, that's a different story, but we're not doing that. I haven't done any arm stuff, you guys, for so long. I've been just doing like baby push-ups here and there, but I just noticed that even the push-up motion hasn't been good for me. It's like, I don't think it's from the guitar, Chris, because I've been doing the guitar for 2 years. Never had an issue. It was from, I've already told you guys so many times exactly what it was from, but it was from lifting weights too much and not taking a break. So just overuse. That's a major thing that causes tendinitis, is overuse. So it was from weights. I was doing 10-pound weights in each arm, and that kind of motion, that kind of motion can easily cause tendinitis. So I know that's what I was doing. So it's not from the guitar, but the guitar, I think it doesn't help. That's probably what's going on. Like, it wasn't caused by the guitar, because I've never had a problem. Like, I don't usually have any problem with my guitar. I have a padded guitar strap, so it makes it a lot easier. Like, it takes the pressure off of the shoulder. So it's definitely, I already know what it's from. So I'm not looking for guesses on that. I'm pretty sure, like, I know that it was from lifting weights, because I felt it the next day after a weightlifting class that I took, that I was just like overexerting myself, using too many pounds on my arms. So thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Oh, you're doing drywall? Yeah, probably the act of anything where you're lifting your arm above your head. That causes like a certain type of tendinitis. So overhead movements, overhead lifting, that type of thing. You know, it happens. It's like, it's a pretty common thing, especially if you're athletic, or if you do physical labor. Sub mode, please. Okay, Ernest. All right, then. Okay. Of course, thank you, Ernest. Retards are things. It's just that kind of night, isn't it? It's just one of those nights, huh? Oh gosh, people are so interesting. Well, not, Bo would say interesting is not the right word, and he's right. Interesting is not the right word. It's not interesting. It's just unfortunate. Hey, Christopher Brooks, I'm doing good. Hello, Mike G. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. No, you guys know what Ernest meant. You guys know what he meant. Don't do that. That's not what he was doing. Oh, you just woke up, Nate. Well, good morning, but it sounds like it's your evening. Put this clip here. Unfortunate is an understatement. It sure is, Bo. It sure is. You guys, I got better hiking sandals. The other ones were so worn out and they were all muddy, and I've had them for so many years and they were a little bit big for me. I got better hiking sandals. I found them, they're called Chacos, but I found them at Ross for a really good deal, and they feel so good on my feet. I won't show you guys because no free toes. No free toes. But they're very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I have to wear orthopedic shoes because I have an injury on I have a neuroma on my left foot that one day maybe I'll get the surgery for it. But for now, I try not to let it get too inflamed because then it starts to hurt. But it's not something that gets worse over time. It's just kind of, I asked the podiatrist and she said, no, it doesn't really get worse over time. It just kind of doesn't go away unless you do something about it, like get surgery. So she said she offered to give me like alcohol injections. She said the alcohol injection will give me an idea of what it would feel like if I had the surgery. I thought that was interesting. Like, I don't want to inject alcohol into my foot. That doesn't sound, that sounds a little weird. She said alcohol injections, and then she said like injecting something else. Forgot what it was, but it wasn't something I was interested in. I don't know if I want a needle in my foot, but if I don't want a needle going in my foot, I probably don't want to get it cut open and get surgery either. But at least probably for the surgery, probably I'll be sleeping. I don't know if you can request to be awake during a surgery, but because I don't like the anesthesia, the thought of having anesthesia, but you're not supposed to, you know, obviously they're gonna have to like paralyze you so you don't move during the surgery. But cotton chips are tasty. Oh yeah, Fritos. Oh, corn chips. I was like, cotton chips? Corn chips. Yes, Fritos are tasty. But no free toes, you guys. No free toes. You can visit my link on OnlyFeet. It's where you can pay to view galleries. No, I'm just kidding. My feet. Yeah, but she says like that helps, like that makes the pain completely go away. I don't know. Very interesting. I run at the beach in the sand. It's like lower impact, but it obviously like the more, if I, you know, hike too much like on hard surfaces, or if I'm running on like cement and stuff, that causes, you know, the thing to get worse. So I just try not to overuse my feet. Hey, AbKO. Excuse me. Hello, AbKO. The next time I'll be busking. Tomorrow, Clark Kent. I'll be out there tomorrow. These weirdos that pay for this stuff. Oh yeah, I know. No, that's okay. I'm gonna stick to just regular YouTube without the feet. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, check out my music channel, ali.sky.music. I pinned that. Thank you, Eric. But here we are again, you guys, back in the jungle. A nice little sweat in, keep myself healthy. Yeah, tomorrow I get to try out the stool. I get to try out the stool for the first time. So we'll see how that goes. So beautiful out here, you guys. Dill Hole. Yes, Ernest, I'm going to my potluck tonight. Yes, I am. I might not make the noodles today. I might do cookies instead. Cookies will cook a little bit faster, that's why, because I might not have enough time. Might not have enough time to make the noodles tonight. So maybe I'll bring cookies and I'll make a salad dressing. Yeah, I've always wanted to make some salad dressing, but usually I bring noodles instead because they often have like salads without, sometimes there's no dressing. So I'll make a little batch of salad dressing, cookies, and maybe I'll bring some Martinelli's. I have like a bottle of Martinelli's. I'll bring some of that. Everyone loves cookies, right? Like, who the heck doesn't like cookies? If you don't like cookies, that's interesting. But yeah, they're gluten-free. They're gluten-free, vegan, and they're lower in sugar. There's very small amount of actual sugar in there. It's mostly sweetened with maple syrup, and they're cashew based. So I'll cook that. Yeah, I think people like it. I usually try to bring a savory dish because unfortunately some people don't bring enough food, or some people don't bring anything sometimes, or which, you know, like obviously if you don't bring anything, you gotta help like wash the dishes and stuff. But I mean, I just wash my own dish, and I wash anything that I use, anything that I brought, I bring home with me. I never understand that though, like how people can go to like a potluck, and I get it if you have like a certain circumstance, but I don't know, like some people just bring like a tiny little snack, but I don't know, if everyone brought enough food to feed themselves, it would be fine. But some people just don't bring something good, like anything good. So no dressing on salad is a sad salad. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Gotta have dressing. And if there's no salad today, they could use it on the bread. My friend Wayne makes sourdough bread that he brings almost every week to the potluck. So he lives there. Ooh, Mexican rice. That sounds delicious, Ernest. That sounds very good. It's the climb. I feel like I'm almost there already, you guys. No, not everyone, Dill Hole. Not everyone is there to eat free food. There's a lot of people that bring stuff. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes, like, people bring really good food. But there's some of those days, you know, you never know what kind of day it's going to be. So I usually bring a savory dish because that's what's needed. So I bring like a, you know, like enough, definitely enough of it. So that's why I usually try to do that, because I'm like, well, that's what we need. We need more savory dishes because we can't just eat all dessert, you know. So I do appreciate people that make the effort to do that. It's like more respectable. Why did the girl knock on the fridge? There might be a salad dressing. Wait, what? That's interesting.
Imagine living here.
Hey Zeep, how's it going? Hello. Hello, hello. Ooh, you guys, this thing. I definitely made it worse doing yoga. I gotta relax on the yoga. I gotta do more lower body. Instead of yoga, I need to do more hiking, where I'm not like aggravating it. Is it friends or church? It's just friends. It's not church related or anything like that. So I went to that new church yesterday, and I didn't like it. I prefer the church that I usually go to. So much better. The one I went to yesterday, it just didn't really have any substance. I don't know if it was just an off day, but I didn't really like, yeah, the other church I went to, it's a lot smaller than the one that I normally go to. The church that I normally go to, oh, I appreciate that, Eric. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think I thought the yoga was going to help, but it didn't. Gotta be careful. So that's why I'm going to the doctor, so they can tell me what not to do, right? They're probably going to tell me like certain movements, like certain extensions and stuff to not do. So I gotta go to physical therapy. So I'll call them tomorrow. Hopefully they can schedule me this week. But yeah, the church that I went to yesterday, it was like in a mall, and the people were really nice. It was very like community oriented. It was very friendly. The people there. Oh, thank you, Chris Myers. I appreciate that. Hey, Hawaiian Ranger. I appreciate that. I have water in the car, Hawaiian Ranger. I drank a ton of water before I left on the hike. This hike is a very easy, mild hike. So nothing too crazy over here. Just getting the blood flowing a little bit. But yeah, going to that other church just made me realize how much I really like the church that I've been going to. It's the first one that I chose. The first one, it's called New Hope Oahu in Sand Island. That was the first one, and I haven't found anything better, although I haven't been to too many churches. But I don't know, the one that I've been, like, don't fix it if it's not broken, right? The one that I went to yesterday, I was waiting for the message. Hope it's not your rotator. Ernest, it's definitely my rotator. I think it's probably my rotator cuff. It's very likely that it is. So that's why I got to go to physical therapy. It's like down here, and it's like back here. And I did some testing last night. I watched some YouTube videos, and I did some testing. Like, you can do like at-home tests, and like the test where you press your belly, that hurts. So they say it's a type of rotator cuff tear or something like that. So that's why I'm gonna take this seriously. I gotta take it seriously and go to physical therapy. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Hi, Myron. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to the other church that I've been going to next time. Because yeah, that church that I went to yesterday, I was like waiting for the message. I was like, okay, maybe if I just wait, like I found myself getting tired and just like, I don't know, it just didn't really bring me anything. Like the church that I normally go to, it brings me so much more. So it's just more, it's more confirmation. It's more confirmation that I originally chose the right one.
You gotta be careful.
It's not that dangerous, but there's way more dangerous hikes than this. This is a very beginner-friendly hike. She's yelling at her kid. Take a long time to heal, maybe for surgery. Okay, maybe. Not necessarily, though. I did some research on it. It's not necessarily going to require surgery, but that's why I have to go to physical therapy. Because if you're able to do the exercises, because I had it in my other shoulder and my friend had it too. Neither of us had to have surgery. So yeah, my friend had it a while ago. She could barely even lift her arm, like up here, both of her arms, from like surfing. So it's yeah, it only requires surgery if it gets to that point. I don't think it's at that point, because I think the point where it requires surgery, like it hurts like all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's getting better. Like I used to not be able to like this used to be so painful. It's still painful, but it's not like excruciating pain. So that's why I have to book an appointment. I have to call the doctor tomorrow to make sure I'm able to. It's a little bit of a trickle tonight, you guys. A tiny little trickle. Vision wasn't for me. I understand how it works for people. Yeah, you know, there's different churches. There's different, it's just like, there's no people that agree. Like, there's arguments all across the board in Christianity. In every religion, there's arguments all across the board of what's right, what's wrong, like, you know, like really, yeah, that's why I never say that I'm religious, because I don't like identify with anything. I don't like, some people just so like identify with something, and they get too like strongly in their head about like, you know, like I'm this and this is how it is and this is how everyone needs to do it. That's how it's done. I don't like dogmatic Christianity or dogmatic religion. That's what I don't like. Dogmatism is when it's like, this is, you know, it's only my way, and if you have to do it this way, and this is the only way you can be saved, and you know, that's like a dogmatic standpoint of it. I believe it's more of embodying Christ to become a better person. So there's a difference in the way that you treat it, but there's a lot of churches that are very dogmatic, and they're like, you know, it's this way and this is the only way, and I don't, you know, yeah, I wouldn't call myself like, I'm not a religious person. I just started going to church because I'm interested in learning more about the Bible, learning more about like and I'm also viewing it like you can go to something without agreeing with everything, you know? So if there's things that you don't agree with, and there's perspectives, like no human being can possibly know the only right way, you know? Like if people claim to, like if someone's teaching you something and they're like, this is how God really meant it, like this is the way that I'm saying it is the correct way, because everyone thinks that their way is the correct way, and that's just not possible, because we all see things through our lens. We all have our own lens that we see things through, so we can only convey our perspective. Anything that we share about something is going to be our perspective. So yeah, there's I love the church that I've been going to, because it's just very it's like you take something with you and you feel it in your heart, and it's a good sense of humor. It's like and it's a big church, so it's like I feel it's like I don't have to stand out. It's like you can just go there and like listen, and the praise and worship, you guys, is like, it's like amazing over there. It's like you're going to a concert, like a full-blown concert. So it's amazing. But yeah, that's why I couldn't find a church. Also why I don't listen to Eric and Don's Bible study. They're good, but too set in stone with Eric. Yeah, it's yeah, that's the same. Like I wouldn't be able to really vibe with something that's like too set in stone. That it's like, you know, this way's the only way, because you have to let people, like, you know, every individual has an intuition. Every single person has an intuition. Every single person has, you know, receptive abilities, like psychic abilities, where you can, you know, intuit different things. And it's, in spirituality is it's a very personal thing. You know, your connection with God, nobody should be able to tell you how to connect with God, if you're doing it with good intentions, you know. But we're heading down, you guys, heading back out. I walked in there pretty fast, didn't I? Oh, thank you, Liz Brown. I appreciate that. Hey, Blade. Still warm in Hawaii. It's always relatively warm here. There's times where it gets slightly cooler, but it's always relatively warm in Hawaii over here. Yeah, it's 5:12. You know, yeah, everyone's gonna have their own beliefs and their own perspectives, and we need to decide, like, you know, what's right in our heart. And nobody should think that their way is the only right way, you know? That's I mean, you can think that, but it's just, that's dogmatism right there. And then there's fundamentalism, where they take the Bible, like everything, so literally. The problem with taking things literally is that you're not going to be able to understand. There are certain metaphors and things in the Bible that you're not really going to be able to fully understand if you only take it literally. There are literal things that did happen in the Bible. Jesus did perform miracles, but not everything. There's things that are more metaphorical. There's also things that are literal, and there's also things that it's like more hidden information.
With Hudson, my pregnancy is a lot different than this one though. Yeah. How so?
Coldest we have here, usually around like the 50s. Like, yeah, it's been the 50s here before. Well, there's things, it's not so black and white. There's things that are just not so black and white. There's things that if you take it literally, you're not going to be able to understand it. And the problem is that there's people that take things very literally. And so, yeah, that's, that's fundamentalism. And then there's dogmatism that says, this is the only way, this is the only right way. Like, if you really, really want to, like, develop that connection, if you really want to develop, like, a spiritual connection, it's all in your own practice. Like, it's a practice. It's not just something you read and that you know about. And, even if you know the Bible cover to cover, that's not the only thing you have to do. It's more of an embodiment. Like, it's more of like how you live your life. Like, how do you make time for God in your own heart? Like, how do you heal? You have to, in order to really fully develop that connection, it involves healing trauma and like actually being, like, getting to the core of yourself. Yeah, Rich, that's what I mean by dogmatism. People that say that there's only one way to do something and it has to be this way and this is my way is the right way. That's dogmatism. And there's really no consensus within any religious community of, what everything means. So. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you. Happy Labor Day, Christopher. Welcome back. JJ says Eric. Oh, thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Myron, I don't know about that one. But does it matter? Like, does that matter as much as the teachings do? There's some really valuable teachings that Jesus Christ has brought to this earth. Jesus really changed the way that we're able to connect to God. We don't need a guru anymore. We don't need anybody else connecting us to God. We have a direct connection to God. Thanks to Jesus, actually. So he changed the way that, he really changed a lot of things for humanity. That's awesome, Zeep. You went to the mountain today? That's so cool. What mountain did you go to? You treat others the way you want to be treated. Hey, that's great, Blade. Yeah, that is a great rule. Mutual respect, right? Don't do something to someone else if you don't want it to be done to you. And there's like Eastern religion with karma, you know, the idea of karma, and I believe that is very real, the idea of karma for sure. It's larger print. They do, Eric, they do have Bibles with larger print. They do. You just have to find it. I'm pretty sure they would, you know. There's small ones and there's larger ones. So yeah, you gotta get a bigger Bible. That's so awesome, Jonathan. I'm so glad you love your church. Hey, it's really awesome to find a church that you love and that you resonate with, because not everyone's gonna resonate with the same church, you know. They're all different. They all have different ways of going about it, so. Shonda says, I have one with giant print. No, I'm on a hike, Cushy, so there's people. There's gonna be people. So it's a public hike, so I'm gonna run into people. Well, larger print means that you can read it. It's not about, I don't think Eric was talking about understanding. I think he just wants to be able to read it. If you can't read it,
Everything. I agree.
I'm like, what are you doing?
if you can't read something, you can't understand it, right? If you need glasses, you can't drive because you can't read the signs. I love wildlife around you. So green. It is so green and musical. Yes, it is, Blade. So beautiful, everybody. We need to pray for each other and care for each other. Very true, Jonathan. I completely agree. I agree with that sentiment. Yeah, prayers are very important. Ernest says you're about to get timed out, Rich. You better be careful. Always love these hikes. Take on it. I'm so glad, Eric. Out to a nice longer walk on Wednesday. That sounds wonderful. I'm glad. You go for a hike before the snow comes? Yeah, Blade, definitely get out there. Yeah, all you guys who have snow coming up, take some time to enjoy the outdoors before you have to deal with all the snow, right? Well, Rich, we need people to be respectful to other people in this community too. You know, we don't want someone who's going to be disrespectful to the community. Absolutely, exploring with Eric, absolutely. There's always music that comes into my head, like for sure. But yeah, the waterfall is just a small little trickle today, so we haven't been getting tons and tons of rain. We're disrespectful. I don't know, Rich. I don't know if everyone would agree with that. Myron, maybe that one time. Oh my. Oh my. Blade says don't get hostile. I don't think so, Rich. I think we all saw what happened. So
Go to the other side.
yes, I did, Blade. I did. I did do an espresso cover. We're not mad, just explaining. Yeah, I was just explaining why Eric said that you were about to get time, or why Ernest said you were about to get timed out. That's why. That's all. So stop talking about Rich and what's good with you lately. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Rich, is this your first time here in this community? I've never seen you before. So yeah, we don't know what your personality is, but you said something, you kind of said something that was a little bit, I mean, maybe you were joking, but we just don't know your personality either, because I've never seen you before. So it's, it leaves things up to interpretation. Positive energy only, please. Well, we also want to be real in here, but we also don't want to get, hostile, but we do want to be real. So sometimes we do have to talk things out. If there is a misunderstanding, that's important to talk it out too. We're conversing with someone else via our conversation.
Then we gotta walk all the way until there is a bench to sit on. And we can sit on.
Hey, Noel. Good day. How are you doing? On a side note, perhaps we can be better and respectful to each other is a better life. That's true, Noel. Yeah. I think that if you're new to a community and if you're saying things that, if you're saying certain types of things but like we don't know you, we don't know if you're joking, we don't know if you're being condescending, so we just wanted to, like I've never seen you before, so we don't know your personality. And I do value respect. I do value people being respectful towards other members in the community too. So, we don't want people that are going to be condescending towards other people. So that's something important to address. To be inclusive, but I ran out of steam midway through. I got a mosquito on my head. It's hard on YouTube these days. People can come in the chat and mix up the vibe. That's true. Yeah, it is. It is hard on YouTube. It is hard on YouTube. And yeah, we do want new people to join, and we want people to be friendly. And, people are going to have personalities, but if we don't know you and if you say something that's questionable, we're going to question that. That's all. It's not too big of a deal, but yeah, look at that beautiful view, you guys. Oh wait, not that one, or this one. It is so beautiful. Besides, you gotta head out to the to cook for the potluck pretty soon. I appreciate that, Eric. Thank you. Isn't it, Blade? It's amazing. Amazing, amazing. This jungle is very, very beautiful. What kind of trees are those? That's a great question. Are they, what kind of trees are those? I forgot what they're called. We have certain trees here that actually were originally from Africa. Arbesia trees, or I forgot what they're called, you guys. I forgot the name. But they're actually invasive. They're invasive to Hawaii, and they're from Africa. Those trees that look like sorry guys. Thanks guys, I appreciate that. But yeah, I agree with Ernest. Like, you know, we're gonna time out the nasty people. Like, Ernest's definitely gonna time out the nasty people. And Eric and Bo. But we were just talking, yeah, like if someone, like if we don't know people that come here and say things that are questionable, we're gonna, like, it's okay to address that. You know, it's communication. It's okay to communicate. It could have been interpreted as being rude, you know? So we don't know the person's actual intention. Yeah, and it brings a whole different type of, you know, sometimes people bring their energy here and we don't understand it yet. And sometimes it's like, okay, we got to bring it up to figure out what's going on. It's fun when you do that. Thank you, Zeeb. I can tell it's a good story, but you're muted. Yeah, no, we're, like Ernest said, it's all good. Like, you know, if someone's like repeatedly combative, I think, against other members, I think that's a good time to, you know, like, that might be cause to be like, okay, maybe that person needs to calm down. But, or if something's like interpreted, you know, to be rude or something like that. And I think I could have interpreted it to be rude just because I was like, oh, that's a little bit snarky, and I've never seen that person before. So I don't know their actual personality. People got personalities, and that's okay too. Hey, All Saints Day. Oh, thank you. Looking to drivers, they said defensive driving was as bad as offensive driving. I think that's fair. Really? Interesting. I worked for the Forest Service. I used to work for the Forest Service, and we took defensive driving classes. And the Forest Service has a lot of driving classes that you're required to take because you drive so much. And the Forest Service has the least amount of accidents in the whole government. Out of all the government jobs, the Forest Service had the least amount of accidents, at least at the time that I was working for them. So, oh, somebody's playing some kind of instrument, you guys. Somebody's playing like the flute. Sounds really pretty, actually. I like it. It sounds like, it like reminds me of a Native American flute. But yeah, I hope you guys have been having a good weekend, a good long weekend. If you had today off, that's so awesome. I know somebody said they did a picnic earlier, a Labor Day picnic. That sounds so fun. Hello, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh, somebody's playing the flute. So beautiful. Can you say hi to my live stream?
Hi. It's okay. Yeah.
It sounds so beautiful. Don't stop.
Okay. Hi. Hey. I'm showing them where the Rudraksha forest, where the Shiva tears are.
Shiva's tears.
Yeah.
Oh, those little
Yeah,
things.
they grow up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, it's just like a little bit. I'll show you where they are. They're
Okay.
funny. Yeah. Yeah. Is your friend?
They're following.
Good.
You can go on playing and let it record and I got some goodies for you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I love the spot.
Oh, she's gonna have the video too.
Yes.
Woo! Choo!
Yeah. This one's different.
Nice. But I gotta head out, so good to run into you.
Yes, good to see you too.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Haribol. Hare Krishna. Bye. Those are people from the Hare Krishna temple, you guys. I went to the Hare Krishna temple last night too. So I went to. Yesterday was such a. It was definitely a Sunday fun day. It was like all day. I was out all day, you guys, from morning to evening. I went to church, and then I went to Bible study, and then I went to go meet up with a friend to hang out, and then I went to go to the Hare Krishna temple, and they were having a big celebration, and so super fun day. I met a friend at the Hare Krishna temple last night too. He's calling them menehunes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Native vibes, wood flutes are the best flutes. Yeah, wood flutes are, I like the sound of wood flutes too. Yeah, it was a pre-packed day yesterday. What's with the dots? What's going on over there, Ernest? They ride the chickens. Oh, did you guys want to see the chickens? I just passed by the chickens. I know last time the chickens were a big hit on the live stream. Like somebody was like, I want to see the chickens. But trap shut, no trolling. Oh, okay. Doing work for the church. No, I wasn't doing any work for the church. I just went to church. I didn't do any work for it. I just said I went to church. I don't work for the church. I went to a new church yesterday. I didn't like it. I can be very blunt sometimes. I didn't really like it. I even saw somebody that I hadn't seen in years who was a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And I was walking out and she was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, hi," and I was like, I like the other church better. Have you been to New Hope Church? I was so blunt about it too. but just honest, you know, like I didn't like it. I like the other church that I go to a lot better. I get a better message from it. I get, like, they have, the teachings are so well thought out. It's a huge church, and so the teachings are everything's really thought out, and everything's really organized, very organized, and I appreciate that. And the service is just wonderful. I don't know, I just appreciate the service so much. You're not blunt, you're just being forward about your thoughts. I thought that's what blunt is sometimes, you know? Like, sometimes I can't hide. Like, if I just, like, I'm like, I like that better, you know? Like, I just know what I like, I guess, you know? But it's funny that I went to another church, and like, my friend who went to the church was like, I like this other church better. Have you been to this other church? It's all about the vibe. Yeah, Blade, and different vibes for different people. And the good vibes at that church. So when I went to yesterday, they do a noon o'clock service, and they do feed. They do have food for everybody. They provide food, which I thought was kind of cool. So I had salad. It was like an avocado salad. It was mostly lettuce, but there was a little bit of avocado. And the people were very personable. So that's another thing that I liked about that church. The people were very personable because it was a smaller church, and there was a younger crowd. There's definitely a younger crowd that went to the church that I went to yesterday than compared to the other one. The other one that I go to is like a lot of families and stuff. But there's also, you know, all kinds of people that go to both types of churches. But yeah, yesterday was very friendly. It was very welcoming. It was very personable. But there was no message, you know. For me, the important thing about going to church is that they're delivering you a message from the Bible, like some kind of message that you take with you in your heart. And so that's a really important factor for me, more important than the community aspect. But yesterday, yeah, the church that I went to yesterday had a really great community aspect. And the church that I go to normally, the one that I really like, the community, it's, you know, when you go to it's a very large church, the one that I like. And the thing with that is that it's not as personable. You know, you go in there and you're kind of like a nobody, which is kind of good. You know, I don't necessarily go to church to mingle with people. You know, I'm kind of shy too, but I go because I want to understand. And I want to hear someone else's perspective. I want to hear those perspectives of people who have been studying this for a very long time. And there's different perspectives everywhere. That's why we can never say that there's one correct way, because there's so many different perspectives out there. So young folks still going to church. I just started going to church too, so it's not something I ever grew up with. I didn't grow up with it. I was not interested in it as a kid, which is probably good, because a lot of people, you guys, I know a lot of people who grew up as Christians and it traumatized them. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of religious trauma out there, that people are saying the wrong things, like completely incorrect things, and using it for control. And that's why I'm not big on like saying that I'm not like a religious person. Religion can come with all kinds of baggage. So, hey, Mike Jackson. Good to see you again. Those churches I stand in front and sing. Oh, cool. Yeah, the praise and worship is always great. Like, the musicians are so wonderful, you guys. I bought this stool today, so I'm gonna be using this tomorrow. It was it says $6.99, but I bought it for $5 because today was 20% off. Today was 20% off day, so I got that. I'll have to. Hopefully it fits in my wagon with everything else. Yeah, faith, that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, highly sensitive. And yeah, you know, you can have faith without going to church, and you can have faith. You can just always have faith, and I've had faith for a very long time before I went to church. Good investment. I agree, Blade. I agree. But good to see you again, highly sensitive. I was gonna say, come from congregationalists, so community is key. Okay. Yeah, for the other one that I go to, it's such a large church that I'm just too shy to talk to anybody. So unless someone comes up to me, it's very hard for me to like talk to people. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't really like, I'm not like a small talk kind of person, so yeah, but I like the bigger church so much better. It's just very well put together. It's very good sense of humor, very good, like, I don't know, just everything. The vibes, you know, the vibes. Furnished my apartment from Google. Hey, same here. Like everything that I've had that I've furnished my all my places with that I've ever lived has been from thrift stores. Eric Woolworth sent me $5. Oh, thank you, Eric Woolworth. I appreciate that. You sent me $5 for a drink. Hey, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I found it, you guys. I saw one yesterday. I almost bought one yesterday, but it didn't, you know, the things at the bottom, the rubber things at the bottom, like it didn't, one of them was off of it. So I went back to the same store today and I found this white one instead. So I feel like it looks familiar. I feel like I grew up with these. I feel like I grew up with these kinds of stools. It's very, very old. It's kind of falling apart a little bit, but it's still held together. See. Yeah, it should be fine. As long as something that holds me up, you know? Just introduce yourself, the conversation will follow. That's true. So I go to church and then I go to Bible study right after, so I don't spend a whole lot of time talking afterwards, but because I mean, I guess I talk to people at Bible study, you know, the two girls that I do Bible study with, so. Went to a mega church with my friend. Her kids was cool. It was lacking in terms of oral message. Oh, interesting. Okay, Blade. Yeah, I found the opposite with my situation. Like, the bigger church had a better message, and then the smaller church, they were kind of just, I don't know what they were doing, but there was no, like, maybe it was just an off day. Maybe it was like a special day, but they were like bringing in other churches and talking about these other churches and talking about like the service to the community and everything, which is great. But I'm like, where's the message? Like, I was like, I need like fulfillment. Well, that's very forward of you. That's, you know, those kinds of things are always going to result in a no, because you can't do that on the internet to random people. Zeep, you always make me feel welcome here. I really appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Zeep. Hey, Smurfy, so good to see you. Smurfy. On my way, Tommy. I love it. Smurfy, good to see you. Yeah, Zeep's awesome. Isn't Zeep great? And yeah, big shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to Ernest, Bo, Eric, Zeep, Smurfy. Thank you guys for being here today. Evening, Ellie, Ernest, Bo, Eric. Ooh. Smaller churches on here for like school with life stories. Oh, the big ones seem to scripture, more scare tactics. Oh, Blade. Okay. Oh, scare tactics. No. We don't scare people into believing something. That is absolutely wrong. That is wrong. Yeah, that's not the good way. That's not the way to do it. He retracted his marriage proposal. Smurfy's on his way. Yo, scare tactics are no bueno. Don't go to something that is scaring you into believing something. Because I did a clay face mask yesterday. I don't know if it made any difference, but I just did it yesterday. I haven't done it in like years. I love how my small group of YouTube live streamers are. Oh, that's awesome, highly sensitive healer. Thank you for being here. Tommy didn't specify who he meant. That's true. He didn't. He's just like, come to Philadelphia, marry me. Up to you if you want me to bring him back. Oh, did you hide him? I mean, I don't care. He's probably not going to say anything anymore anyway, so I don't care. You're scared of going on sweat on a hike in the humidity. Yeah, it's always, well, I'm always sweating, so it's always going to be shiny. I'm always sweating here every time, even when I do my music streams at night, sweating. Just, you can't get rid of the sweat. We can't tell you always use the touch-up feature. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's just like my face without the touch-up feature. But I don't want you guys to see all the details of my teeth and everything. Second chances. Just timed out. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ernest. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what he does, right? It's more about like, you know, like how we talked about earlier, like giving somebody a warning and giving somebody a warning, or like just bringing it up, being like, hey, that's not appropriate. But we'll see if he even says anything after that. Thank you, Ernest. I appreciate that. We live for see your face. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Ernest. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey guys, I gotta head over to the potluck. But thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, you guys, so funny. Oh my goodness. I went to oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I went to O'Reilly's and I bought a new I had to get a tail light because my tail light has been out for a while. And I've had all these officers driving behind me and no one's pulled me over. I tried to get my turn signal to work. I still couldn't get it to work. It's not the bulb, it's the connection, the metal connection, because water gets inside of my tail light. So it screws up the metal connections. So I don't know. Yeah, I gotta clean it out better. Take care, highly sensitive healer. What kind of big brother would I be if I didn't build your confidence? Oh, Ernest, I appreciate that. Hey, you're so awesome, Ernest. Not much, just enjoying the chat, buddy. Have fun and be safe. Thank you, Shonda. Speaking of, gotta go. Yeah, I went to O'Reilly's to get that, and I went to get I had a coupon too. They sent me a $10 coupon from O'Reilly's because I bought a radiator for like, you know, 200. It's like $200. Radiator and the fluid radiator and antifreeze. It's like 200 something bucks. So when you spend enough money at O'Reilly's, they email you a coupon. So I got a $10 off coupon. Get a small wire brush. Oh, okay, small wire brush. I have to look that up. Small wire brush. Okay. Okay. Have a wonderful potluck. Jardine, I'll see you tomorrow night. Okay, Eric, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Highly sensitive says take care, everyone. Not leaving just yet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I said I was leaving too, and I just started talking more. Just started yapping. I'm a yapper. Everything is getting so expensive. I know, Myron, I know. It's a crazy world that we live in. It's crazy. Gotta go shop or replace the connector at the clip. Add the bulb grease this time because it blocks bulb grease. Oh yeah, I think somebody said something like that. Bulb grease. It blocks moisture and dirt from interaction. Yeah, maybe greasing it up. I don't know, I just don't want to ruin all these metal connections. It's not just where the bulb connects, it's where the yeah, you know, like how there's like a plug, like a plastic plug attached to the wires, and that's attached to the thing that attaches to the bulb. So I have to clean out all of that. I have to clean out all the metal connections where everything connects. I try to clean it out. I think it's where the prongs are. You know how there's 4 prongs? There might be 6 prongs inside of the tail light, the main tail light that connects to all the reverse light, and it connects to the turn signal. So there's the prongs, and I think water gets in there, and the thing that receives, the plastic thing that receives the prongs, it's really hard to clean out inside of there because it's very tiny, that the prongs go into, that fits into it. Thank you, Ernest. I appreciate that. Your godsend to this world. Oh, I appreciate that, Ernest. I was a little bit blah today. I felt a little bit blah, but thanks for coming with me on the hike, you guys. Appreciate you. Hold your head up. Have a fantastic time. Talk to you later, sis. Love you. Love you too, Ernest. Thank you so much for being here. Always great to see you. Metal touches metal. Yes, metal touches metal. Yeah, you're awesome, Ernest. Thank you so much for being here, as always. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. So much love, big brother. Having a blast learning how to play the hand. Ooh, highly sensitive. That sounds amazing. That sounds very healing. Sound therapy. Unique and awesome sounding instrument. Yeah, I like the handpan. Sounds real. I love the handpan, actually. Small tube of deoxidizer. Okay. Use a Q-tip. A Q-tip won't fit in there, Shonda. It won't fit. It's too small. It's very small. Where the plastic thing receives the little tiny, they're tiny little prongs. So it's way too tiny for a Q-tip. Gotta get like a little pick or something. Was an electrician. Oh, Chris, you were an electrician for 44 years. Small tube of deoxidizer. Okay. Zeep, brother. Thanks for the 102 likes, you guys. Sorry, I was only able to be here for an hour today. But at least we're here, right? I wasn't not able to stream yesterday. I was kind of sad. I kind of wanted to stream before church, but I didn't have enough time. So, but here we are, and I'll be back doing music tomorrow. And I have to figure out my schedule. I don't know exactly my schedule, but it might be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday this coming week. It might be that. So, connector is super narrow. There's also spray to clean the extra connections. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. There's this, and I gotta figure out. I put a garbage bag in there to try to prevent the water from getting in, but it's like it keeps getting in. I just gotta get a new car. That's my solution, you guys. I've had this car for way too long. It's time. It's time. I'm gonna sell this car for super cheap. Somebody out there needs a car for a really cheap car, you know. But I need to upgrade for myself. So I want to sell it to somebody. I'm gonna try to sell it to somebody who knows about cars, you know, who can fix it themselves, because old cars, you gotta fix it. Ask O'Reilly's for advice. That's good. That's a good idea, Shonda. That's a good idea. Tomorrow, 7 or 8 p.m. Tomorrow I have beach workout, so yeah, it's gonna be 8 p.m. I know that's super late for a lot of people on the East Coast, but it is gonna be 8 p.m. tomorrow because of my beach workout. So my beach workout ends at 7, then I gotta like shower and get ready and all that stuff too. So always be here when you stream or not. We're here to support you. Oh, Ernest, so much love. So much love. Thank you so much. Looks like green Vaseline. Oh, okay. Put on any metal connectors. Okay. I gotta look it up. I gotta look that up, Chris. That's a good idea. Ernest was an electrics engineer for the White House. Yeah, Ernest did a lot of stuff for the White House. Sound engineer. Yeah, well, let me see. What was it called again? It was called, what was the thing to grease it up with? Ernest said small wire brush, and then Chris said something. It was some kind of grease. Dielectric grease. I'll look it up. I'll look it up, you guys. I used to work for O'Reilly's. Whether or not where. Aw. Right size bulb. Oh yeah, it's not a problem with the bulb. I know how to replace the bulb. That's the easy part. Deoxidizer. Okay, deoxidizer. Eric says oxidizer and Chris says deoxidizer. Okay. Jack of all trades, master of none. Still better than master of one. Everyone have a blessed day or night, whatever time zone you're in. It's 11:56 p.m. at night where I live. Awesome, Mike. You have a blessed day or night too. Or I guess you have a blessed night. It's nighttime where you're at, but okay, guys. I hope to stream on, let's see, probably Wednesday. Stream on Wednesday, and then let's see if I'm doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe stream on Wednesday and stream on Friday for this channel. The lightning speed. Yeah, it definitely does need to be resealed. It does need to be resealed, for sure. I just never took the time to do that, you guys. There's so much to do all the time. But I was also an IT specialist too. Ernest did it all. He did it all. Oh, thank you, Matthew 921. I appreciate that. Electricity causes metal to oxidize. That power that builds on your battery cables. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so deoxidizer. That makes sense. Makes sense. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. All right, you guys, we'll have a wonderful evening. I know most of you guys it's in the evening, so enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining today. Hope you enjoy the hike. It went by really fast. I hiked in and out of there super fast. Duct tape fixes everything. Well, it depends on what it is. We'll keep talking. I know. I want to stream for longer. These hour streams are so short for this channel. I know for the other channel I'm streaming for much longer, but I guess I just gotta do what I can do, right? Started and ended on the same day. Oh yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Ernest, because yeah, usually my streams start one day for you and then they end the next day. Just lonely. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. Eric MacGyvering stuff. I've definitely used my fair share of duct tape. I still use duct tape for things. I mean, duct tape is great. Duct tape is great. But yeah, you guys take care, okay? So much love. Good night, Bo. Good night, Ernest. Eric. Good night, Chris. Good night, Blade. Good night, Shonda. Good night, Zeep. Good night, Mike Jackson. You have a blessed day. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much for coming here. Appreciate you guys so much. Take care. Good night, Smurfy. Hope everyone enjoys the rest of their evening and long weekend. You too, Smurfy. I use chicken tape. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure maybe that's for chicken wire, right? Much love to all of you. So much love to you too, Smurfy. God bless you guys. Take care. Good night. Have a good rest of the day. I work in 6 hours. All right, Blade. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night, Eric. All right, bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Take care. So much love. God bless you. Bye-bye.